All right, guys. Well, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, appreciate if you guys slap that sub button. Helps us out a ton. And every 10,000 subs on this channel, we're going to give away a bowling ball. So we're incoming on 20K. We just passed 15, so thank you guys so much for subscribing. We are here in Cedar City, Cedar Bowl. Shout out to Steve Sherman. We are going to practice today. He has graciously put out some patterns for us. The first stop of the year is the Players Championship. We're bowling on a long pattern and a short pattern. 50 feet, 37 feet. 1 through 4, he put out 50. 5 through 10, he put out 37?
38?
37 or 8, something like that. So we're gonna get some practice. And Steve is a professional player himself. He won the PBA 50, the one in Chandler last year, Kyrene, PBA champion here. You finished 25th at the U.S. Open?
Yes.
Last year?
Yep, and then 26th the year before.
As well. They got strings out here, so this should be, it's good practice, I think, bowling on the strings. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I think string pins put a little more of a premium on having good ball motion. So I think it'll be good. Steve always asks a lot of questions, so maybe he'll ask questions that you guys have yourselves because I don't read the comment section too often because it gets pretty toxic. Secondary channel is pretty nice because it's more of the true fans, the ones that aren't just kind of stupid, But this is more or less just getting ready for the tour season vlog.
First question is, you're one of the few that warm up, that stretch. I mean, there are some.
Dude, this bugs me. This bugs me a lot. So PBA 50 gets 5 extra minutes of practice. And the excuse is older and need to warm up.
Right. I
don't see any of the seniors getting warm, ever.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're using your 15 minutes of practice to get your body loose. You could do that without throwing a bowling ball.
Yep.
That bothers me.
You know this as much as I do in college. The team's out on the approaches, jumping jacks, stretching, all that. So, I mean, there's a big gap in, the warm-ups.
It just doesn't make any sense to me why they get the extra time.
Yeah.
Because they're not even using the time prior to get warm, for the most part.
As a senior, I'll tell you this. In the finals in Arizona this week, 15 minutes of practice with 2 on a lane was too much.
It's a lot. I mean, even 10 minutes, because it's supposed to be 2.5 minutes per player.
Right.
So, technically, we're supposed to get 5 minutes. But in match play, typically there are warm-up pairs before we start, if the building allows for it. The building definitely allowed for it, so I felt like everybody, like even before the first matches, because those started at what, 9?
Yep. Yep, and that's
the lane should have been on at 8:30. Players can warm up. You get in your 5 minutes, because 15 gives you so much time to change the lanes.
That's an aspect that I never thought about changing the game as far as the PBA goes. Why not give players pairs to warm up on that don't have the pattern on it?
And on tour they do.
Really? Okay.
Well, even with the pattern, like it just gives you, like at the TOC I made match play, they turn the lanes on an hour before we start, so we can get warmed up.
Wow. And
then we start, we bowl match play, you get our 5 minutes, and then we're in.
It makes lining up easier because your first 5 balls, you're not getting loose, you're looking for a shot.
Well, that's what you should be doing anyways. You should be looking for or trying to change the lanes the way you want to, or like you got to get loose before you bowl. Yeah. Like you shouldn't be using that to get loose. Like you're just wasting time, wasting shots, in my opinion. Because every shot you throw changes the lanes. Every shot you throw matters.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I know too many people that warm up, they throw their shot like they're bowling a house shot, no matter what they're bowling on. And even guys in college would be like, what are you doing? The game plan was to break them down right of 5. And they're like, oh, I'm just getting loose. You can get loose playing right of 5. You don't have to slide in the most comfortable spot you're used to playing in.
So do you have a favorite stretch?
Not really. Honestly, I've been kind of lacking in discipline. I haven't been going through the entire routine. I'll do everything that I think is necessary though. Like hips, gotta open those up. Shoulders, gotta open those up. Gotta get the forearm warm. If I'm rushing in, like, I'll bowl bad in league just because I show up late and I don't warm up. Because I don't really care. Like, I bowl league for content. So it's annoying and it builds bad habits for sure.
So it's
on me.
10 o'clock first ball. What time do you get to the alley?
9 o'clock.
Okay. So I'm the same way.
If I'm not there an hour prior, I feel like I'm rushing.
Okay.
Like, my roommate Chris doesn't like to show up super early because his process for warming up isn't as extensive as mine, because he could probably show up 20 minutes before we start and he's good to go. But for me, not quite the same. So
first ball for any pattern you're on, the same?
I'm chucking it up the right side.
Okay.
Every time.
Are you a pattern watcher? I mean, you go and look at patterns and
like on paper?
Yeah.
I mean, I have an idea of how long patterns are. Sometimes I'll look at the shape just to see kind of where the ramp is.
So Josh Blanchard was the first one to really get me talking about who cares what's on paper, it's what's on the lane that matters.
Like, you could build an idea of what you want to do, like what your game plan is, and build your arsenal kind of around subtle things. Like, types of oil, I think, are important. So it could get you leaning towards, like, maybe I need more surface, maybe I need stronger covers, or the type of oil could tell you, maybe I need cleaner balls, or kind of changes how you go through your progression instead of just the normal, I'm always going to go from this ball to this ball to this ball.
Okay.
So I'm a little funny. Like, I probably struggle the most on the fresh, on the longer stuff.
Okay.
Because there's not really a free spot to throw it at.
Okay.
Typically, there's more like you want to play the hold. And I'm not very good at fitting it in there until I can see a spot that I know I can miss left and there's hold.
So for me, I've always started too far left because I tend to see free hook in the middle of the lane, down lane, and I ignore everything right.
That's the flattest part.
Right. So
I'm always trying to figure out how I can get my ball to hook early so that I have right.
Because like on
this hold.
On this 50-foot pattern, that rule of 31, I mean, that's out of, we can't even use that. Because
Yeah. And my biggest, I guess, tip for the rule of 51 or 31, if you use it, that's fine, but don't live and die by it.
Okay.
Because like Blanchard said, it's not so much about what's on paper. Like, you're balling against what's on the lane.
Okay. I mean, being that we're Murray panels, they hook naturally.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there might be balls in play here on a 50-foot pattern that wouldn't be at another house. Do you have a favorite pattern?
The ones I went on.
You know, what's funny is some people ask me, what pattern were you bowling on when you won? I don't know.
You don't remember?
No, because I've gotten so much out of the idea of looking at what's on paper and looking at what the pattern is that it forces me to see what's in front of me.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been to places like, I think it was Dublin, where even though they put down Earl Anthony, that's supposed to be longer and heavy oil, their lane panels just don't allow for.
This past year they hooked so much. Like, I typically drive to most events, but Dublin's almost a 9-hour drive, so I was like, I'm not gonna drive. And then I brought balls according to how I knew the bowling center, and like 3 of my balls were out of play because I'm like, they changed the oil, so it was different. So I was like, this is bad. This is bad.
Ready to start throwing?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, don't let me hold you up. I got my process. Takes a little longer than most. The string sounds so
15 minutes, right? Practice. And if you find a ball in practice that you're like, that's going to be the nuts, do you even look at anything else?
I'll throw it on some different pairs just to kind of see trends. Like, I never pick a spot and go, this is where I'm going to play.
Okay.
I'll have an idea of zones and progressions. Like, I'll see kind of what the trend is. Like in Arizona, I saw what needed to happen, but I'm not very good at what needed to happen.
Okay.
Like, I thought playing right, throwing it hard was the play. And sure enough, Greg Thompson, Gabe Alvarez, kid from, I don't know if he's from Mexico or what, that bowled on my pair.
Right.
They all played, they used the hook through really hard. I'm not good at that. So I know that's something I need to work on, but I knew that was the play. But I knew they were going to blow open because a lot of people aren't very good at playing right. And also their balls are going from almost right to left, so they're putting oil in front of the head pin. There's going to be this big tube where there's hold.
Gotcha.
So I like to be able to use speed to try to get it to pick up in that, but I'm still trying to be steep and throw it to the right. So if my speed's good, it picks up in that slop.
So that's why scores tend to go up in finals, is because you got guys breaking down the lanes properly?
Yeah, in the finals, more guys are playing in the same part of the lane, so it's going to be a little more consistent pair. But you're also, like, scores are just different across the board in qualifying because you have players that are playing pretty good, players that are not playing so good. Ugh. I haven't bowled in a day, and I feel like I haven't bowled in a month.
50 foot is long.
How do you like the strings?
I like them. You know, there's a difference, but I think I agree with you. I think it makes you a better bowler because you have to be more accurate. You have to hit truer.
They do hook a lot here.
See, that's the other thing is if I don't see hook outside, I've been told that make 10 the gutter, you know, and move everything left and play straight up, and that tends to be difficult for a lot of amateur or lower level bowlers.
I think Chris makes a good point. He said when he's trying to figure out where to play on the lane, he tries to find the spot furthest right that hooks consistently.
Okay.
So right doesn't always mean like you're playing 5 or throwing for 5. The furthest right that you feel like your ball could hook, maybe it might be 12 on that. Like on this, I feel like I can throw it to the right as far as I want. It's probably gonna hook still.
Do people wait too long to sand their balls?
In practice?
Yes.
I usually have a good idea of what I want to do with surfaces before we even start. I think people don't really know how to prepare. That's the problem.
We have movement.
Yeah.
This is the Darren Tang chamois from years ago.
That looks old. Ooh. Whoa.
I've always wondered, off topic, guys that test their slide after they released a ball, if they foul, is it a foul?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I've just always been curious, like if you're testing because maybe you slipped too much, you've released the ball and you go to test your slide and you foul at that point in time?
I think the rule is, because in the PBA, if you throw a shot, something falls off your shirt, you have to come back and then go get what's across the foul line.
Right.
So I would assume the same rule applies if you were to test your slide and foul after.
Okay. Because
you technically didn't finish the shot.
Okay.
That's just my take on it. What the actual rule is, I don't know. The ball's nice. Ooh! I don't know when this video is coming out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My coupon code does apply too, so EFX.co. Check it out, limited drop. I don't know how limited or when it's going down, but get it while you can. Urgency.
Way left.
I'm still tried.
So you've zoned in on a couple balls. I saw the concept. I saw the red ball. Do you start to gravitate towards one and eliminate one during practice, or?
As long as the urethane ball looks good and I think it'll last the game, I'll throw it.
Okay.
So I'm pretty confident with the urethane ball, so.
You're a Tang?
You're a Tang.
So I noticed, even there, ball sanded to 500.
Yeah.
Not going through the pins the right way. A lot of people are going to say, hey, you're hitting pocket, you're getting strikes, but most bowlers that know what they're doing, not going through the, so there's an adjustment there, correct?
Yeah, just watch what the ball's doing when it hits the pins.
Okay.
You always want your ball to go forward before it hits the pins.
I don't feel so bad now. What was your first ball over here?
Where or what?
No, what was the count on it? You strike your first ball?
I don't know. I didn't try to hit the pocket. I just started up the right.
That ain't.
Ooh. Yeah, like seeing how little hook there is, I would try to play to the right.
Okay.
See if I can get my ball to get offline and stay on line. Kind of like that hook set motion.
Okay.
So I would explore the right side.
Okay.
But the middle of the lane just seems like death. Like you either want to be here or here. Okay. That's what my gut tells me off the rip. Whoa. That one got offline quick. I shoot that.
The red ball's a lot. Working on the lefty.
I found a spot now where it hooks. Oh. So now I just manage that spot in the front of the lane and I try to use that to get it to make sure it goes to the left.
Okay. So hook spot was determined by, I mean, where you saw it hook. Is it topography sometimes? I mean, will it change from lane to lane?
It could, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But I think it's mostly just what the lane pattern's making it do.
Okay.
For the most part.
Push.
Yeah, it's just a tricky spot to be in. So after watching that, like I'd probably move left and try to play left.
Okay. Definitely looked like it read earlier than.
Yeah, it's just in a spot where it's getting offline kind of quick, and it is 50 feet, so that spot's going to blow up pretty quick. That's why you don't want to use a lot of surface on long patterns typically.
Okay.
But there's less oil per board.
Okay.
So you adding surface is changing the lanes even faster.
Okay. And when you say a lot of surface, that to you means 1,000 or less?
Yeah. I'd say the biggest mistake a lot of players that don't really understand would be like, oh, it's a long pattern, 500. It's like, okay.
Because
like,
then
is your ball not hooking because it's going too long, or is it not hooking because it's hooking at your toe?
So
yeah, it's hooking at your toe.
Burn it all up and then have nothing in the back. Flat 10 city. Oh, string it. Hey, we're close.
No string, no string.
Are you liking the one-hand spare still?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably never switch. Underestimate.
All right, so if I'm flat 10ing and I think I'm close, that's a board right with the feet. Well, let's see what happens.
It depends on what your ball's doing.
Okay.
Ooh,
that ball looks so good. So that, I mean, sometimes do I have to feel like I'm pointing it?
do whatever your instincts tell you to do.
Okay.
It's usually the best way to go.
You know, I was thinking the other day with my wife, because we both league together and stuff, I find it easy to tell her what to do, and she sometimes fights it, like change balls, change zones, whatever. If I apply that same logic to myself, if I'm looking at myself bowl, then I should be able to logically tell myself what I need to do.
Yeah, that's the tough part, because you're always fighting your own emotions and stuff. Like when you're watching somebody else, you don't have to deal with that. So that's the hard part.
That's a good ball. And it's a flat 10. So finding an area where I'm striking and leaving the least amount of unmakeable spares, or does that come into play at all? Like if I'm striking from here, I expect a washout and expect a 2-8-10.
I don't think you should ever expect to do that.
Okay. But I mean, I shouldn't be hunting for a spot where I'm going to leave weak 10s and never strike.
I think it's situational.
Okay.
It's like, what's the scoring pace looking like? Like, if you have US Open type scoring pace,
Right.
yeah, I want to hit the pocket. Give me 4 flat 10s and 4 strikes a game. I'll take that. But it just kind of depends on what you're trying to do.
That's better. Gosh. All right, so I'm going to go way right and see what happens. Like 3. See, that looked a lot better.
I gave that one the peanuts.
So let's go deep, deep, like 15.
She's going quite straight. A little surprised that didn't hook.
1 or 2 board miss. I guess either pattern can turn out to be pretty bad.
Yeah? I think I'm definitely going to want this Vengeance to be a pinup, like hook it a little more ball.
Yeah, I can't play that deep.
Come on.
It fell.
Did it?
It stringed. Yep. I don't know if you noticed, the monitors are off. It's how I like to practice. Is that something?
100%. I think that's the best way to practice. That's just a distraction. Like, score is just, like, what does it count for?
Right.
Absolutely nothing. Like, I always, you know, I was there too at one point in my career. Yeah, it's cool. I bowled a 300. Sure, you could build those kind of competitive rhythm reps and get some confidence, but at the end of the day, that score means absolutely nothing.
Right.
So that's just a distraction that's taken away from here. I think most kids get way too caught up in that, and I don't believe in staying the same.
Okay.
You either get better or you get worse. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're just making what you want to change in the future harder to change. Okay. Because you're ingraining that muscle memory.
So one of my coaches, David Haynes, love the guy. He's great. Haynes. He had me for a lesson one time, and he doesn't give many lessons, but he said, show me your favorite ball. And I'm like, oh, this is the ball that I love. And he took the ball and put it in the shop. He said, now we can get on with the lesson. Kind of teaching me that I don't want to find a comfort. I don't want to find a ball. I don't want to find a zone.
I get that question a lot too. Like, what's your favorite ball? And the one that's striking.
Yeah.
The one that's correct for the situation. Because if you have a favorite ball, you're going to gravitate towards that ball, even when it may not be the right ball. It's like my favorite tool is the wrench, but I need a flathead to screw in a screw.
Yeah.
But I like using the wrench.
Yeah.
So I want to try to figure out how to use the wrench to screw in this screw when I need a flathead. And that is bowling. That's literally bowling.
No, and a lot of people, new ball syndrome.
Oh yeah.
Bought a ball, got to use it.
I feel that. I get it.
All right, I'm putting 10 back just for you, Darren. Here we go. Got to get there.
That was like 5 back and 5 left.
10 down. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm throwing Badger here.
Whoa, I can't believe how tight they are in the middle. That's crazy.
So I just had an idea. We've called in a lefty to bowl, to tear up the left side of the lane. Maybe your backup game needs to be challenged.
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh, I hit that too hard. Come on.
It's all right when you have miss left.
Max. So with strings, do you want to know some string trivia stuff?
Sure.
There's a cone at the top of the string, or the top of the pin, that helps center the pin. So a lot of times if you see a pin that leans just slightly, the cone starts to tear and the string doesn't sit straight in it. So it's not always the pin. Like a lot of people say, oh, we got a bad pin on 4. A lot of times it's just the cone.
Wrong way.
Yep.
So what do you have to do? Is it like an insert where you just have to like push it back in?
No, so they replace the cone. So
so it's just broken.
Yeah, if you want to later, it takes me about 3 minutes to replace a pin.
Oh, 710.
Let me know if you want this lane.
Would have been. Yeah, I probably need to at some point. I'm just trying to get some content here.
Oh, that's good.
Professional, when you know, you know. Just got a lesson from Bakes to see if I can put it in action. That was bad.
So they come back from out here.
On this pattern?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whatever version of the pattern this is, it floats over there really easy.
Ball right out of the rack. No practice shots with it. It's nice.
We're learning balls.
Yeah.
I need this vengeance to strike. Oh, that's gotta strike. Boom.
So we had another, gonna be a rookie out on tour come by, Landon Carnate.
Oh, Landon's coming?
Well, he came by the other day.
Oh.
He's a firm believer that EJ Tackett's success is based on the fact that he's had strings for 3 years in his center.
I would say it helps for sure. I wouldn't base his success on strings.
No, I know, but he's saying that.
But I think it definitely helps. Because you get to see the ball do the right thing and it penalizes you for doing the wrong thing.
It's hard for me to think though, Darren. I mean, with the 30 shots we put down there, should I see the pattern start to open up?
It's not going to open up left to right. It's going to open up where like you burn this spot and you can get left of that and use that. Okay.
Because I mean, it just seems like same location, more reaction right now. All right, stay up, stay loose. Well, that's way right. But it gets back now. You see your thing going away?
I don't know. I don't like the idea of them banning it. I think if they were to just monitor and regulate it a little more, enforce the rules, maybe, that would be, that would work. That's gonna wrap up our practice session here. It was productive. I gotta work, if they play anything like the long pattern, I gotta figure out my angles a little better. Feel pretty good about the right lane, a lot in the short. Concept's looking really good, so I'm pretty excited for that. We're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna keep working on the long pattern, but shout out to Steve for having us. Come out to Cedar City if you guys are ever rolling through. It's really cool bowling alley, super family oriented. They care about the bowlers. I know we're missing a lot of that in today's bowling community, so that this is a cool place. A lot of respect for them here. They care, and I appreciate them having us. On Sundays are typically closed, so we're out here filming all day. On the lookout for the videos. Again, subscribe to the channel if you made it this far. Appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the things. And PBA Tour coming up. A lot of the vlogs right here. Vitamin D Tang channel. Some of them might be on the big channel, but we'll let you know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Well, Darren, thank you very much for your help.
Yeah.